So what's up YouTube, it's your girl Nisa and I'm back with another video, and as you read by the title you already know what we are going to be talking about, okay? Very interesting. So before we get into this video, I do have 3 little disclaimers. Well, I don't know how many I have, but I have disclaimers, okay? So disclaimer number 1, if y'all underage, this is not to persuade anyone, not no one, to go out and just, you know, give it up, okay? I'm just telling my story, okay, and I'm trying to get videos out that y'all requested from my Snapchat and my Instagram. That's all I'm doing, okay? So y'all don't be having y'all mamas come for me now. And that's another thing where I want to get at. If y'all young, please tell y'all mama y'all clicked on this video by yourself, okay? Because I don't want nobody to be trying to fight me, okay? I'm just trying to be a YouTuber. Now, disclaimer number 3, like I said, I'm not trying to persuade anyone, and I actually think that you should wait, okay? If you're on here to get confirmation, this is not a confirmation video, because I'm going to tell you from my personal experience that you should wait to lose your virginity, because for 1, you might regret it, who you lose it to. For 2, soul ties are a real thing. If you don't know what soul ties is, please click off this video. Yeah, I'm so goofy. Please click off this video and go Google it, because you are just too young if you don't know what soul ties are. And 3, I forgot what was my 3rd point of waiting, but oh, you can never get it back, okay? That's my 3rd point. Y'all, me personally, I'm just gonna tell a little bit from my experience. I don't personally regret who I lost my virginity to. I regret the time that I did, but I don't regret who I lost it to, because we was together for 5 years after that, and he plays a big part of my life still. He's my child's father. So yeah, but it don't work like that for everybody, okay? So that's my disclaimers right there now. So I'm done talking, let's get into the video. Y'all, so boom, it was during the summer, and every summer my boyfriend, his family used to go on family vacations every summer to Florida, okay? And so the first I want to say like the first year or whatever we were dating, he asked me to go with him, and my mom was not with it, y'all. She wanted to keep me closed in because she was kind of strict or whatever, and she already knew like if I go out of town without her watching me and stuff like that, like what can possibly happen, because I wasn't like fast, but I always acted older than my age, y'all. So she kind of already knew like what might happen if I do go. So I remember like I asked her like 2 months ahead of time, and I was begging her, y'all. I was really begging my mama to let me go, and every time I asked her, she was like no. So it was like a few weeks before we went to Florida. It was like a few weeks before, and it was getting close to the time, and she was still telling me no. And I remember like telling her like, hey mama, please, like still begging her. And so she finally let up. She was like, if your dad say yeah, then you can go. Y'all, I guess she thought by me asking my dad, he was going to be like no, because he's the dad. But my dad, my mom and my dad are very opposite. You know, like in some families the dad is the strict one, and the mom always have to talk the dad into it. It was very opposite with my household. My mom, she's the strict one, and my dad, he's like the want to be your friend but your dad, you know, type of guy. And so every time I asked him something, I always got my way. And my dad knew I was getting older, so he was basically like, okay, she should be responsible, you know, da da da. So I ended up asking my dad to talk my mom into letting me go, and he did, and we went to Florida. So boom, fast forward, we in Florida, we get in Florida, and everything is going good, you know. I think we went to amusement park. We did like a bunch of stuff. We were staying in Florida for a whole week. It wasn't just no weekend type of thing. Like I was really on a vacation at a young age. He took me on a vacation. No, I'm playing. But so yeah, I remember the date and everything. It was like the 3rd day, and I think that was like August the 10th 2015. So yeah, I remember. Anyways y'all, so we didn't do anything, and his parents and everybody, like I swear, we all stayed in an 8-bedroom house. Like the house was so big, and so his whole family basically stayed in the same house we did. We weren't sleeping in the same room or anything like that, because his mom and them made it clear like when y'all get down here, y'all not about to be doing all that. And his grandma told me, she was like you're not going back to South Carolina pregnant. Like she just was like, you need to make sure you do whatever you got to do, this, that, and third. And I was like, yes ma'am. So anyway, So we all, like, me and him slept in separate rooms, but our rooms were close. Like his room, how him and his cousin had a room together, and their room was like on one end, then it was the bathroom, then it was my room. So we're on the same hall, just in different rooms. So his parents was like on us, like especially his grandma, y'all. She was not playing, y'all. When I say this lady was watching us, every time I went in his room, the door had to be open. Every time, like, I were laying on his bed, she'll make me get to the foot of his bed. She was not playing that. So anyways, it was one day, y'all. So you wouldn't believe that I even was able to do what we did, you know. But it was one day where all the adults, they decided that they wanted to go somewhere, and all of the older kids and me and him, we stayed back or whatever. And let's see, because it's not really much to the story, but we just, you know, end up doing it. But so after adults left or whatever, like, we kind of like was like, okay, we could do what we want now that adults are gone. You know, they left, even though they left the older people around to watch us. Like, his sister is older than us, and I guess she was supposed to supervise us or whatever, and his older cousins are older than us too. So, well, duh. But so now that the adults are gone and stuff, like, I think we went swimming and stuff, like, outside, because our house had a pool in the backyard. And then I remember we kind of like got away from people and went upstairs and laid down, y'all, with the door closed. Like, we had the door closed and everything. We was taking the opportunity. But at that moment, we didn't do anything. But, well, we kind of did, because at the time, he was kind of, you know, fiddling my skittle, and I was playing with his hot dog a little bit at the time. I mean, I hate to be graphic, but we was not having sex. We was just doing little cute, little touchy-feely type stuff, you know. And yeah, anyways, I might cut that part out. But anyway, y'all, so we just laying up there, you know, and his sister comes to the door. And I remember his sister and his cousin, they were calling our names, but we weren't really like answering. We were trying to act like we wasn't in a room together over there, because like I said, they had people watching us, like, they was not playing. And so they come upstairs, and I remember his sister come to the door. She was like, why y'all in here with the door locked? You need to come out of the room. Like, she was talking to him. She was like, you need to come out the room right now. You in here? No, like, I forgot all she was saying, but she was fussing him out. So, y'all, my sensitive self, everybody know I'm sensitive from that video, but my little sensitive self, y'all, I started crying, like, after she walks away and stuff like that. Because I think the reason why I started crying is because I was so embarrassed. Like, I did not want them to think that, like, I didn't want them to think that I was just a hoe or something. I don't know. At the time, I really wanted his family to really like me, and I didn't want to cause any trouble to make them not like me. And then me being overthinking, I was like, they're not gonna like me no more. They probably think I'm just a fast little girl. I don't listen. I'm disrespectful. Like, cause we had rules, and I broke them or whatever. But I was just so like, I was just so upset. And so I went in the room and I just cried. He went downstairs, he talked to his family or whatever. Everything was cool, you know. He came up there, he checked on me. They came up there, tried to get me to come downstairs and stuff like that. But I want to say, like, we went downstairs. I want to say we went downstairs and sat by the pool and stuff. Like, everything was fine, whatever. But I don't know what happened. I really do not know what happened. I just know we ended up back in the room together. So this is how it happened, because his cousin, if I remember correctly, his cousin was supposed to be in a room with us. Remember, I said they were sharing rooms. He was supposed to be in a room with us, and I think he ended up getting up and walking out, and he closed the door behind him. So everybody thinking he's still in the room with us. So we're laying down, and we were touching. Like I said, he was fiddling my skittle, and we were just kissing and stuff. And so we already, like, at that point, we were just like, okay, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. We tried not to let it happen, but it was like, okay, like, I wanted to try it, you know, like, I wanted to see what it was about, what everybody was so hyped about, y'all. So like, we was just like, okay, it's gonna happen. So we were laying there, and it happened. Like, we were kissing, and he got down and got the little condom, and we did it, you know. We had, but the crazy thing about it is we eventually knew it was going to happen because we already knew to grab towels and stuff like that, just in case, you know, if you know, you know, or whatever, what happens when you lose your virginity. And we didn't want to get caught, so we had towels and everything down, y'all. Just had it all played out or whatever. Like once we knew it was going to happen, we went to go grab everything, like just whatever. So anyways, that was about it with that story. I mean, we didn't, like, we went to go watch afterwards, and I think like I watched first, he watched like 30 minutes later, y'all, so we won't make it obvious that we did something. And I don't really think nobody really too much knew about it until after we came home. I think his cousin ended up finding out about it or whatever, and then I don't think nobody knew. Like, I think, like, I don't know, they probably figured it out because they were grown people. They not stupid, but we ain't never broadcasted like, hey, you know. So with that being said, that's the end of that story. Now I'm gonna tell you how my mother found out. Okay, so y'all, my mama, she is very, very smart, but it took her a while. But I'm pretty sure she kind of know, because the mother knows, y'all. I'm pretty sure she had that mother's intuition that I done did something. But when we got back, she didn't ask me no questions. It was just like how your trip was, you know, like normal conversation. But she didn't ask about it. And so I want to say like 5-6 months passed or whatever, and we were doing it. Like, baby, we were doing it like rabbits. Like, we were, you know, we were constantly, every time we seen each other, you know, we were constantly having sex. I done lost my virginity. We done started, you know, we're in a relationship. We done started doing the do, you know. So I remember it was like, y'all, it was so crazy because I really don't think my mama would have found out. Of course she would have found out by now because I done had a baby by him, but it was a situation that happened. So the situation that happened was, my little dumb self, I got in a fight in high school. Yeah, I got in a fight in high school, and the night before the fight, y'all, oh my god, this not getting off topic, I promise y'all. Y'all will understand in a minute. So the night before the fight, I remember calling him on the phone, and I was talking to him, and I was explaining to him what was going on. Like, these girls, they talking about jumping me, this and that and third, and it was in the middle of the night, y'all. And Mama Sue, she do not play that. My mom, she did not play that on the phone in the middle of the night. You got school the next day. You definitely don't need to be talking to no boys in the middle of the night. Like, and it had to be about 2 o'clock in the morning. And at the time, at our old house, my mama's room was right across from me, and my voice carries, like, I talk loud, y'all. So when I was talking, she came in there and she took my phone and she hung up on him, and she was just like, she's like, you need to go to bed, you got school tomorrow. But she didn't know what was going on. I didn't tell her anything. He's the only person I told. Like, y'all, that boy was literally my best friend. I used to tell him everything before anybody. Like, he knew my whole life. And so I told him or whatever. Like, when she took the phone, I was crying because I was mad because she put me on punishment, and she told me I couldn't talk to him because I know her rules and stuff like that, and I was breaking her rules. So she told me I couldn't talk to him. So I'm mad. I'm crying because I want to talk to my boyfriend. I want to be grown on the phone, you know. And my mama, she was just like, okay, like, why are you so crying over him? Like, what's up? Like, why are you so attached to this boy? But like, I'm pretty sure that's when she started piecing stuff together. Like, I was really crazy, like really attached to him. So and I'm pretty sure she was figuring out why. So I remember the next day I get to school and I get in a fight, and I get called to the office, you know, and they ask, like, the normal principles, normal roles, you know. They ask what happened that led up to this fight. We told them or whatever, like, we were texting and we were arguing, and I said this and Nisa said that, you know. Like, you know, we were telling them what happened, and I was telling them my side of the story. Like, they was texting me and all this other stuff like that, saying they wanted to fight me. So I came to school ready. Okay, book bag, nothing. Didn't come to school with nothing, y'all. That's another story time though. I probably won't tell that story because I'm cordial with the girls now, you know. So anyways, back to this story right here. I'll be getting off topic, y'all. So we tells them what happened, and they wanted to see, I think they wanted to see the messages. I don't know if they were ever showed the messages or whatever, because like I said, I didn't have my phone. I had got my phone taken the night before because I wanted to be hot in the butt. But anyway, so so I remember coming home, and my mama, like, I remember my mama picking me up after the fight, and she was asking the same questions, like what happened. I told her that's why I was on the phone the night before. I was explaining to him what was going on. So, and the people told her that it was messages out there that we were planning on fighting and stuff like that. So my mama, her being her, signing your Facebook, I want to see. She was like, signing your Facebook, I want to see or whatever. So she goes on my Facebook through her laptop. My camera about to die. Hold on, y'all, I'm back. My camera had died. But anyway, where was I at? Oh, I was saying how my mama didn't go through my phone, my actual phone. She went through my Facebook where the messages was at, where she was told the messages was at. She went through my Facebook, but on her laptop she didn't go through the app on my phone. So let me tell y'all about this. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have known, but my freaking brother decided that he wanted to be 6'9", y'all, and he snitched on me, because me and my boyfriend, we used to text about when we see each other, we was gonna do this and that, like youngins talking about what we talk about when you have sex, you know. And so we were hype about it, like we were saying what we was gonna do when we seen each other, how it was the last time, all this little other graphic stuff. And my older brother, he decided that he wanted to go look for the messages that he was told about the fight. He wanted to go look for the messages too, but instead of doing what my mama did on her laptop, he went on my phone. So when he went on my phone, I guess he decided to go through me and my boyfriend messages because he want to act like he's my daddy. But nah, I'm playing. I love my brother to death, y'all. We best friends, okay? But I'm just saying, like, at the time he had me mad, okay? So he decided that he wanted to play daddy and go through my phone, and he found something, okay? He found what he was looking for. And I just remember, like, I was at work at the time when I got suspended. I meant to tell y'all that when I got suspended, I still was going to work, okay? And so I was at work, and my mama picked me up. And I remember, y'all, I was working at Chick-fil-A, and I got fired. I might do that story time too. Anyway, so yeah, y'all, I was at work at the time, and when my mama picked me up, she was just like, you got something you want to tell me? When them black mamas ask that question, you better go ahead and say what you did at school the day before. You better go ahead and just pour it out, because they know something. They don't just ask you that just to be asking you that for fun. And I, of course, me being scared, I thought, well, not being scared, just not knowing, because I thought she was talking about something from the fight, and I was just like, I already told you everything from the fight. No, I don't have nothing to tell you, you know. That was my mindset. I already told her and everything or whatever. And she was like, I was like, no. She was just like, I remember we was riding down the road, like as soon as I got in the car, she asked me that. But when we got down the road, she was like, Nisa, did you lose your virginity? And I was just like y'all, my whole face was just like, I didn't know what to say, so I just told her the truth. I was like, yeah. She was like, and she just got quiet. Like, it's like you could tell the disappointment on her face. Like, she just got quiet. And I remember we pulled up in the yard, and she was like, when did you lose your virginity? Was it in Florida? And I admitted it, yeah. And she was like, okay. And she ain't talked to me. I remember my mama would not talk to me for 2 days, y'all. She was so hurt because I was her baby girl. Like, she, I remember when she did start back talking to me, she was just like, you were my baby, because I'm the youngest. She was like, you were my baby, and now you're not innocent no more, you know, stuff like that. And but that was basically it. How my mama found out was my brother snitched on me. And yeah, that's just to sum everything up. He was mad at me too. He had, like, he just could not get over it, you know. Typical big brother, want to fight the boyfriend, all this other stuff. But he got over it. And then my mom was just like, okay, she was just watching me more. She made me break up with him. She didn't want me to talk to him no more or whatever. But obviously it did not work, because we ended up having a baby. Yeah, I don't know. That's just basically it, you guys. I'm about to go eat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like I always say, I'm sorry if it's all over the place because you know your girl can talk and get off topic sometimes. But I hope you guys like this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, 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 y'all drop video ideas because when I post on Snapchat, please slide up to drop your video ideas because y'all, like, I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to like, you know, be consistent and all this other stuff. So I hope y'all are enjoying these videos. Let me know how y'all feel. And like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more videos.